We're following breaking news tonight on the west side of the valley where dozens of kids, maybe even hundreds, are still inside a middle school that's also a hazmat scene. I'm Christine Medella.
I'm John Huck. This is happening at Walter Johnson Middle School, the corner of Buffalo and Alta. Fox 5's Eric Hiltz is live where hundreds of parents are still waiting out there tonight. Frustrated parents waiting for their kids to be released. Eric?
Now, over the last hour, we've seen a lot of students get released, but still, yeah, a couple hundred people waiting for their student to be called out to get out of the school after they've been on lockdown here since early this afternoon. We're joined here by Tanya. Tanya, how long have you been here? When did you get here to start waiting for your student to be released?
About 1 o'clock.
And so you've been out here for 9 hours now. What's going through your head? What's going through your head? What are you thinking about right now?
It's just extremely frustrating, you know, to get a call that everything is okay and then you're out and you're just out back with no information about your child.
And we've heard a lot of parents talking about the lack of communication. They say they don't know what's going on here. What kind of communication have you had from the school about this incident, and what's your thoughts on how they've been handling communicating with the hundreds of parents out here waiting?
I haven't really had any communication, and it's just extremely frustrating when your kid is locked inside of a school and you don't have any information as far as what's going on, if they're okay, just no communication at all.
And your kid was released just about 15 minutes ago?
Yes, about 15 minutes ago.
And what was your experience like inside the school? You've been locked in for, since what time did you get to school this morning?
Like 8 o'clock.
So you've been inside the school for a long time.
Yes.
And what's going through your head when you're locked down and you're in the classroom and you spent most of this afternoon in the classroom when you were supposed to be released at about 3 o'clock?
Hungry, tired, and I'm mad because I can't eat nothing.
Yeah, we were told that you guys got dinner, and we were talking just before this interview. What was your dinner? What were you fed when you were on lockdown inside?
We had cold cinnamon rolls, graham crackers, and juice and water.
And that's all you had in there?
Yes.
And that's all you got ever since you ate lunch earlier today?
Yes.
How happy are you to be out of the school now?
Very happy.
Yeah, you're one of the lucky ones. Still a lot of people inside the school. As you can see, a lot of parents, a lot of family members still waiting for their kids to get out of the school. Again, this all started early this afternoon when school officials discovered a mercury spill in the gym. That prompted the entire school to go on lockdown. Kids weren't allowed to leave their classrooms. Kids weren't allowed to leave the building until they've been checked by EPA officials, and that check is going student by student. So every student needs to get individually checked out before they are released from school and released to the parents. You can hear, I'm not sure if you can pick it up behind me, but the officials yelling out the names of students, those names being repeated by other parents, and just yelling out the names of the students who are able to leave at this point. But this has been an hours-long process. You heard parents showing up at as early as 1 o'clock today and have been out here still now, waiting for students to get out of this school. John, Christine?
And Eric, the school nor the EPA, they're not giving any indication to parents of how long this could continue on into the evening, correct?
Not that we've heard from parents. I mean, you heard her talk about just the communication. Parents have told me, they say that they don't think the communication has been great. The biggest complaint is they don't know who's in charge, who's running the show here. They don't know if it's the EPA, if it's the Clark County School District, or if it's any other organization that's investigating. And that's what parents are telling me is their biggest concern is they do not know who's in charge here, and they do not know where the information they need to get should be coming from.
All right, is this confined to a certain grade of kids there? I mean, it's a middle school, so you only have about 3 grades. Or is this kind of randomly span the student body?
This was the entire school that was put on lockdown, every classroom, and then now we're being told that every student, every grade of every student, when they leave, has to turn in their shoes and their backpack to make sure that those are not contaminated. So you're watching these students walk out of school, get reunited with their parents who haven't seen them for hours, and they're barefoot and don't have a backpack because they had to turn those over to EPA officials.
And I know you're not a doctor, Eric, but take us through any indication of how they're making sure that these kids are okay to go home with their parents?
From what we've been told, that the EPA has a kind of meter that they run up and down the student as they're leaving, and that has a ticker that will move if there is any indication of mercury. When we were talking with officials earlier, they said their first people that they had gone through, they did not detect any mercury, but that was hours ago. But that's what they're doing to make sure that these kids haven't been exposed before they send them out of the school. That's what officials have told us the process is, and of course that on top of turning in their shoes and their backpacks as well.
All right, we are coming up on the 8th hour now that we've been watching the situation outside Johnson Middle School, and we will continue to do so as well. Eric, thank you for your fine reporting out there and bringing us the story from one of the frustrated parents out there. And in case you missed this bit of information, the school district has canceled class at Walter Johnson Middle School tomorrow. We do plan on having a crew following the story tomorrow on Fox 5 News this morning, beginning at 4. And, of course, you can always follow updates on our mobile app and on fox5vegas.com.
Well, tonight, Fox 5 got an inside look at how a homicide suspect escaped from police. And we asked police what they're going to do to prevent it from happening again. Fox 5's Miguel Martinez-Valle is live at the North Las Vegas Detective Bureau to show us how suspected murderer Alonzo Perez got away.
Well, Christine, Perez was being held right here at the Detective Bureau, and he managed to break his handcuffs, climb in through the ceiling, and get out of this building, a building that had surveillance cameras, a building that had police all around it, without any police seeing him, and this is how he did it.
He was placed in an interview room, handcuffed to an interrogation table.
This is the surveillance video inside the interrogation room. Alonzo Perez twisted the handcuffs until they broke.
I've asked my assistant chief, who's been around for 30, and he didn't have any recollection of any such incident as well.
Perez was handcuffed to a table just like this one. He used his body weight to twist the handcuffs until they gave out. He then used a chair to get on top and climb through the roof. He took off and stole a truck from a nearby business.
He wasn't seen by us, but he made it to the vehicle, which we're talking about 100 feet, maybe.
It took North Las Vegas police officers 40 minutes to realize Perez was gone.
Understand that we are very, very aware that mistakes were made.
It then took 4 days for an FBI task force to find him.
He was taken in custody right here with the SUV, and then right after that there was a couple undercovers. There's 3 undercovers right here and a police cop right here.
I wish it hadn't happened, but it did. And now we take steps to prevent it from happening again.
So we asked North Las Vegas police what they're going to do about it.
Someone will be monitoring the interrogation room at all times when someone's in custody or being interviewed. We're working on a live feed to each desk as well, but we have a viewing room.
And we did speak to the mother of Muhammad Robinson. That's the man that Perez is accused of killing. She says she was shocked when she heard about the escape, but she's happy now that it's been resolved.
It's a relief. It's a relief. It gives you a peace of mind knowing that the person who did all these things to your son and so many other people have finally been captured.
And police are now launching a private investigation into the whole escape incident. Reporting live, Miguel Martinez-Valle, Fox 5 News, local Las Vegas.
Now, Miguel, is Perez facing more charges since the escape?
He is. So on top of the murder with a deadly weapon charge and shooting at a building charge, he is now facing escape charges as well as larceny.
All right, Miguel Martinez-Valle, thanks for the update. Well, there is a new hotel casino being built just west of the Strip on Sahara. Lucky Dragon will feature Asian influences.
Fox 5 is the only local station that was given a tour about the progress going on out there. Kevin Bollinger with the inside look.
Work is moving along here on the Lucky Dragon as they get ready for their December opening. Right now, we're in the casino area. You can see this pagoda here in the center of the room. Above that will be a 1.25-ton glass dragon. It was made overseas and is currently on a boat being shipped over here to the States. It'll hang from the ceiling to the top of the pagoda. This is Asian themed all the way. The sounds represent another resort property, but the eventual sights inside Lucky Dragon will be different than Las Vegas has ever seen.
A lot of facilities on the Strip do a great job of dedicating some small subsection of their resort to Asian play, but no one has built anything yet from the ground up to really show face to these players and provide a building that was really built for them.
Every last detail is done in line with Asian architecture and traditions. Going so far as bringing in a feng shui master and hiring a staff that will be fluent in several languages. And if you're looking for a hamburger or slice of pizza, forget about it. All of the dining options will cater to Asian cuisine.
We have 5 different restaurants here on property, ranging from grab and go and kind of street food to very fine dining and dim sum. We'll have a tea sommelier and indoor-outdoor tea garden.
Owners secured financing to get the project up and running earlier this year. When completed, it will have 203 rooms and a gaming design that puts a focus on baccarat and pai gow with limited Western-style games like blackjack. The website is already online, and they'll start taking room reservations on October 1st. The grand opening set for December 3rd, and they're going to have a big Asian-themed party to kick it all off. Kevin Bollinger, Fox 5 News Local, Las Vegas.
Applications are already being taken for jobs at the resort. We have set up a link on our website, fox5vegas.com.
Coming up, Colin Kaepernick's jerseys have become one of the top sellers online at the NFL store.
This after he chose to sit out the national anthem.
I wish people would be as outraged about the murders that are happening in the street as they are about a protest.
Why he believes his jersey sales have jumped and what he plans to do with the money.